What's up, y'all? We back at it with another episode of X-Men 97 Season 2. And this was a good ass episode. We got so many characters that I'm a huge fan of. We got, Wolverine in this episode. We got Sabretooth in this episode. We got Lady Deathstrike in this episode. We also got Omega Red. And what makes me a huge Omega Red fan is the I don't know if y'all remember, it was like Marvel versus, what was it, X-Men versus Street Fighter. He was so dope in that damn game, and it was like I had to find out who he was. But yeah, this episode was really good. Um it's the only thing I gotta say is when it comes to Morph, I'm not the biggest Morph fans, but it's times I would forget Morph is on the team, and I'll see like a certain character pop up, and I'll be like, oh shit, we got a guest appearance, and then like think back like, oh shit, Morph is on the team. I know I'm not the only person that this actually happened to. But in this episode, you pretty much got Wolverine. He teamed up his old buddies from the X Force. They're going on a little mission to get payback on the doctor that experimented on him. And you got two of these guys. I don't really know their names. The one in the gold armor, I am familiar with him. I've seen him before. But the one in the red outfit, never seen this guy. Never. If I did, I don't remember him. But we got those two people, Sabretooth as well as Lady Deathstrike. And then you got Wolverine and Morph going on this mission. And you have it where, as they're doing this mission, they're thinking they're going to get payback, and they actually run into some trouble. And when they run into some trouble, you see this scene right here, which I was really surprised that they chose to do because this shit was kind of dark. Don't get me wrong, X-Men 97 has always seemed like it's been for adults, but I wasn't expecting to see this shit right here. Like, look at this scene you about to see. We got Morph waking up, looking around, and he's looking for his comrades. He's wondering where everyone is. I wonder, matter of fact, it looked like we might have missed the part I'm talking about. But you got it where Morph is looking around, trying to figure out where everyone is. And then you see the guy with the red armor right there. The dude got split in part by hitting a tree. He smacked a tree and just got torn apart. I was not expecting him to go that dark with it. This was crazy as hell to see. But then you also got it where they go into the base, and as they're walking around, you seeing people ripped up, blood everywhere, this green goo. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I was seeing this shit where they were walking around and you see like the green blood and everything on the creatures on the walls and stuff, I don't know why I was expecting, and maybe it's just me who felt like this, but I was expecting Predator to be in this episode. Yeah, and I know some of y'all probably like Predator. Like, what are you talking about? So if you don't know, I can't remember if it was this year or last year. My memory all messed up, but they was releasing comics where the Predator was facing off against certain people, and one of them was facing off against Wolverine. It kept showing up throughout his life, like every so, maybe like 10 to 50 years, it kept showing up, and Wolverine would have a squabble with it, each time it showed up. So I don't know why when I saw the green blood, I just assumed that that's what this episode was going to be about. That was going to be like the creatures that was around here in the background. But nah, see, I mean, like you just seen the green blood there. But it turned out to be like these other creatures, these other alien creatures. And I'm not sure. They look familiar. Maybe we seen them in the original X-Men series. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but you have it where these creatures show up, and our gang has to face off against them. And it's the type of creature where it tries to find a host, a suitable host, a stronger host. You know what I'm saying? It's always trying to evolve. That's what these creatures are doing, and you have it where Wolverine would be the perfect host with his healing factor. So you have it where Wolverine does get taken over by this thing, and you have this other scene where I wasn't expecting it to be this damn dark as well. You have it where this guy in the gold armor, he's like, yo, we need to get out of here. Wolverine ain't the same no more. And as you can see, you got this little scene right here where Wolverine comes out of nowhere. He's infected, and he just demolished this guy. Like, look at this scene. Like, I hope no kids are watching this. They're gonna be traumatized. Look at this shit. Like he's just like gunning them down. Like he just straight gunned them down and just standing over him while the dude is dead. Like man, Wolverine was just a straight monster right here. But you find out that these creatures can't sustain antianium. I'm probably saying the name wrong. I don't know why it always comes out funny, but they can't sustain the metal that's in Wolverine. So they're like, yo, if we put the metal back in Wolverine, that'd be a way to drive it out. But as that's going on, you have it where they accidentally free Omega Red, and yo, just all the stuff we got with Omega Red was just, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. And then we have it where, you know, you actually get to see parts of Sabretooth healing factor in this episode as well. Not as strong as Logan's, as Wolverine's, but you get to see it and you have it where you could look at him. I like the small details where you could look at him and you could see his body slowly healing over time, over the course of this battle. Of course, you have it where they all work together to put the metal antimanium back into Wolverine, and once they do it, you have it where Wolverine comes out, Omega Red returns, and you have it where Omega Red wants his run back with Wolverine. Of course, Omega Red takes down everyone else. I know you see Spider-Man here, but that's Morph. Don't get fooled like I got fooled. But well, I didn't get fooled on that part. I got fooled when he turned. I'm trying to think of who he. It was someone he turned. Matter of fact, he turned into the Thing in this episode. And when I saw that, I kind of got tricked. But you have it where Omega Red, he wants to fade. He wants to fight. Next thing you know, you have it where Wolverine breaks out and he says like he's back. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a dope scene seeing him get his claws back. But I like feral Wolverine, so I would have liked to have seen him a lot longer. But I understand he wants to have them in the indestructible claws. My bad, as opposed to his bone claws that constantly breaks when he uses them on most things. But you had this cold ass scene right here where he's just like slicing through all of these damn aliens, and like they kind of look like the aliens from the Alien movie, but they can fly, so that's what keeps me from looking like it. But this scene was just so damn epic, man. And then you just have it where he faces off against Omega Red. They end up fleeing and getting away. And you find out like the whole time Wolverine made it seem like they were on a mission to get payback against the scientists that experimented on him, when actually he was there to get the metal put back in his body. Of course, you have it with Morpheus upset with him. Lady Deathstrike, she tried to tell Morph that like, yo, this is who he is. And then you got it where Sabretooth was just there for the ride. So one of the things I really liked and stood out about this episode, I love the interactions that we got between Sabretooth and Wolverine. Like it felt like, I don't know, it I want to say it felt like the comics, as well as it felt like the Logan, was it Logan, the Logan movie? Well, it wasn't called Logan, but the Wolverine movie that we got all those years ago. As flawed as it was, I did like the relationship that it gave Sabretooth and Wolverine. Like they were brothers, they could kill one another type of thing. And that's the vibes I got from this episode. Really enjoyed it from start to finish. Not one of the better episodes. Well, all right, so if I had to rate the episodes, I'd say last week was the best episode. Um, then I would say the first episode. Then I would say the third episode. Then it would be this episode, and then episode 2 would be last. So far as what I like. But let me know y'all ratings down below. But what do y'all think? Let me know. I'll catch y'all in the next one.